Men over 50, I want to share something with you today that might sound almost too simple to be true. There is a seed oil, one that has been pressed from a humble plant for thousands of years, that when applied to a very specific area of your body can help restore the kind of firmness and sensitivity you may not have experienced in decades. I am not speaking about something you swallow. I am not talking about a supplement you take with breakfast. This is about direct application, about working with your body's natural design in a way that bypasses the digestive system entirely and delivers concentrated nourishment exactly where it is needed most. Over my years of teaching natural health, I have watched men quietly accept changes that they believe are simply part of getting older. Perhaps you have noticed that things do not respond the way they once did. Maybe firmness has become inconsistent, or sensitivity has dulled to the point where touch no longer brings the same pleasure it once did. You might find yourself avoiding intimacy not because desire has disappeared, but because confidence has. And when you mention these concerns, you are often told that this is just what happens after 50, after 60. But let me be very clear about something. Aging is natural. The passing of years is inevitable, but decline, the steady erosion of function and vitality, is not a requirement of growing older. The body was designed with remarkable capacity for renewal, for regeneration, for responding to the right kind of support. What I am about to share with you is not complicated. It does not require expensive equipment or a prescription. The seed oil I am speaking of has been used across cultures for centuries, valued not only for its nutritional properties when consumed, but for its extraordinary ability to penetrate tissue, to nourish from the outside in, and to support circulation in ways that can bring profound changes to male function. When applied correctly, this oil works with your body's existing systems. It does not force anything. It does not create an artificial response that disappears as quickly as it came. Instead, it supports the natural mechanisms that have always been there, mechanisms that may have simply become sluggish or undernourished over time. The truth is simple. Male firmness, the ability to achieve and maintain a strong response, depends almost entirely on circulation. An erection is fundamentally a vascular event. It requires blood to flow freely and abundantly into the spongy tissue of the male organ, filling those chambers completely and maintaining pressure long enough for intimacy to be satisfying. When circulation becomes compromised, when blood vessels lose their flexibility, or when blood itself becomes thick and slow-moving, this process breaks down. The signal from the brain may be strong, desire may be present, but the physical response falters because the delivery system has weakened. There are many reasons why this happens. Over the decades, small deposits can accumulate along arterial walls, narrowing the pathways through which blood must travel. Inflammation, often silent and unnoticed, can damage the delicate lining of blood vessels, making them less responsive to the signals that tell them to dilate and allow increased flow. Stress raises cortisol, which constricts vessels and redirects blood away from reproductive function toward survival systems. Poor diet, particularly one heavy in processed foods and refined sugars, creates metabolic chaos that affects every system in the body, including sexual function. And then there is simple dehydration, which thickens the blood and makes it harder for the heart to push circulation to the extremities, including the genital area. This is where the seed oil I want to discuss becomes so valuable. I am speaking of pumpkin seed oil, a rich, dark green oil pressed from the seeds of the pumpkin plant. For centuries, particularly in Eastern European traditional medicine, pumpkin seed oil has been revered for its ability to support male reproductive health. It was given to men experiencing prostate discomfort, to those whose urinary function had become weak or interrupted, and to those who had noticed a decline in their intimate capabilities. The oil was not seen as a luxury or an indulgence. It was medicine, plain and simple, pressed from seeds that carried concentrated life force. What makes pumpkin seed oil so effective is its unique composition. This oil is extraordinarily rich in zinc, a mineral that is absolutely critical for testosterone production and for the health of reproductive tissue. Zinc is found in higher concentrations in the prostate gland than in almost any other tissue in the body. And when zinc levels drop, prostate function suffers, hormone production declines, and sexual response weakens. Pumpkin seed oil also contains essential fatty acids, particularly omega-6 fatty acids in the form of linoleic acid, which support the integrity of cell membranes and help maintain the flexibility of blood vessels. There are also plant sterols, natural compounds that have been shown to support prostate health and to help regulate hormone balance, and powerful antioxidants, including vitamin E and carotenoids that protect tissue from oxidative damage. But here is what many men do not realize. When pumpkin seed oil is applied topically, directly to the skin in areas where absorption is high and where the tissue beneath is rich in blood vessels, it can deliver these nutrients in concentrated form right to the areas that need them most. The skin is not a barrier. It is a pathway. When oil is massaged into the right areas, it penetrates through the layers of skin, reaches the underlying tissue, and begins to nourish and support function from the outside in. This is particularly powerful in the genital area, where the skin is thin, where blood vessels are close to the surface, and where the body is designed to be highly responsive to stimulation and nourishment. The most effective application method involves massaging pumpkin seed oil directly onto the shaft and around the base of the male organ, as well as into the lower abdomen just above the pubic bone. This area, often overlooked, sits directly above the root of the organ and the network of blood vessels that feed it. When oil is massaged here with gentle circular motions, it encourages local circulation, brings warmth to the tissue, and delivers nutrients that support the health of the cells responsible for firmness and sensitivity. The oil should be warmed slightly before application. You can do this by placing a small amount in your palm and rubbing your hands together, or by setting the bottle in a bowl of warm water for a few moments. Warmth helps the oil spread more easily and encourages deeper absorption. Take a teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil and pour it into your palm. Rub your hands together to distribute it evenly and to warm it further. Then, beginning at the base, massage the oil along the entire length of the shaft using slow, deliberate strokes. Do not rush this. The massage itself is therapeutic. It stimulates nerve endings, encourages blood flow, and signals to the body that this area deserves attention and nourishment. Spend several minutes working the oil into the skin, using a combination of long strokes and circular motions. Pay particular attention to the area just beneath the head, where sensitivity is often most concentrated, and to the base, where the root of the organ connects to the body. After you have thoroughly massaged the shaft, move to the lower abdomen. Place both hands flat against your belly, just above the pubic bone, and massage in slow, circular motions, moving clockwise. This area is home to a dense network of blood vessels and lymphatic channels that support genital function. Massaging here with oil not only delivers nutrients through the skin, but also stimulates circulation in the deeper tissues, encouraging fresh blood to flow toward the pelvic region. This practice, done consistently, can have cumulative effects that build over time, restoring function that may have been dormant for years. But the real magic happens when pumpkin seed oil is combined with other natural ingredients that amplify its effects. One of the most powerful partners for pumpkin seed oil is raw honey. Honey has been used for thousands of years, not only as food, but as medicine. It is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and deeply nourishing to tissue. When mixed with pumpkin seed oil, honey adds a layer of moisture and healing that enhances absorption and provides additional support for cellular repair. Honey also helps regulate blood sugar levels when consumed, which indirectly supports sexual function by reducing the metabolic stress that can interfere with hormone production and circulation. Another potent addition is cinnamon. This warming spice has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, support healthy blood sugar levels, and enhance circulation throughout the body. Cinnamon contains compounds that help dilate blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely. When a small amount of ground cinnamon is mixed into the pumpkin seed oil and honey blend, it creates a formula that not only nourishes tissue, but actively encourages the kind of vascular response that is essential for firmness. The warmth you feel when cinnamon is applied is not just a sensation. It is evidence of increased blood flow, of vessels opening and welcoming the surge of oxygen and nutrients that healthy function requires. Ginger is another ingredient that pairs beautifully with pumpkin seed oil. Fresh ginger juice or finely grated ginger can be added to the oil to create a blend that is both anti-inflammatory and circulation boosting. Ginger has been used traditionally to treat a wide range of conditions related to poor circulation, from cold hands and feet to digestive sluggishness. When applied topically, it brings warmth and stimulates local blood flow in much the same way that cinnamon does, but with the added benefit of reducing inflammation in the tissue. Inflammation is one of the hidden culprits behind erectile difficulties. When tissue is inflamed, it does not respond well to signals from the nervous system, and blood vessels do not dilate as fully as they should. By reducing inflammation, ginger helps restore the body's natural responsiveness. Let me give you 3 specific formulas that you can prepare at home, each one designed to address a slightly different aspect of male vitality. Option 1, the Deep Nourishment Blend, combines 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seed oil with 1 teaspoon of raw honey and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Mix these ingredients together in a small bowl until they form a smooth, slightly thick paste. This blend is ideal for evening application. After a warm shower, when your skin is clean and your pores are open, massage this mixture into the shaft and lower abdomen using the technique I described earlier. The honey provides moisture and healing, the cinnamon stimulates circulation, and the pumpkin seed oil delivers concentrated nutrients. Leave it on overnight if possible, or for at least 30 minutes before gently wiping away any excess with a warm, damp cloth. Option 2. The Circulation Booster uses 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seed oil, half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, and a few drops of extra virgin olive oil to thin the mixture slightly. This formula is more stimulating and is best used when you want to encourage immediate blood flow. The ginger brings a warming sensation that can be quite intense, so start with a small amount and see how your body responds. Massage this blend into the same areas, focusing on the base and the lower abdomen, and you should notice a feeling of warmth and increased sensitivity within minutes. This is the blood vessels responding, opening up, and allowing fresh circulation to reach tissue that may have been starved for oxygen and nutrients. Option 3, the Hormone Support Blend, combines 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seed oil with half a teaspoon of ground fenugreek and 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Fenugreek is an herb that has been shown to support healthy testosterone levels and to improve libido in men. When mixed with pumpkin seed oil and applied topically, it provides both local nourishment and systemic support for hormone balance. This blend is particularly useful for men who suspect that low testosterone may be contributing to their difficulties. Apply it in the same way, with slow, deliberate massage, and use it consistently over several weeks to allow the cumulative effects to build. Whenever we introduce a natural remedy, the question on most men's minds is how soon they will notice results. This is both a practical and important question. In the first few days, most men notice subtle changes. There may be a slight increase in sensitivity, a feeling of warmth or fullness that was not present before, or perhaps a morning response that has been absent for months or even years. These may seem small, but they are the earliest signs that circulation is improving, that tissue is beginning to respond, and that the body is recognizing the support it is receiving. By the second week, the benefits usually become clearer. Firmness may return with more consistency. The time it takes to achieve a full response may shorten. Sensitivity, the ability to feel pleasure and respond to touch, often improves noticeably. For men who have struggled with confidence, this renewed physical capability can be deeply reassuring. It is not just about the physical act. It is about feeling like yourself again, about reclaiming a part of your identity that may have felt lost. Moving into the first month, the body has had enough time to adjust and to integrate the nourishment it has been receiving. At this point, many men report that firmness is not only more reliable, but also more sustained. The quality of the response improves. There is less concern about whether things will work and more freedom to simply be present and enjoy intimacy. What is important here is not only the physical changes, but the emotional reassurance that comes with them. Confidence builds on itself. When you know your body is responding well, you relax, and that relaxation further enhances function. Over the long term, 3 months and beyond, the results can be profound. When pumpkin seed oil is applied consistently alongside healthy habits, proper hydration, a diet rich in whole foods, and regular movement, the improvements compound. Men often find that their overall energy levels increase, that their mood stabilizes, and that their sense of vitality extends far beyond sexual function. This is because the same factors that support erectile health also support every other system in the body. Better circulation means better brain function, better heart health, better kidney function. Reduced inflammation means less pain, better mobility, and a stronger immune response. Balanced hormones mean better sleep, more stable emotions, and greater resilience to stress. Of course, results are not identical for everyone. A man with significant vascular disease or with uncontrolled diabetes may take longer to see improvements than one who's otherwise healthy but simply dealing with the natural effects of aging. A man who smokes or who consumes a diet heavy in processed foods may need to address those habits before the full benefits of the oil can be realized. But the principle remains the same. The body responds when it is supported gently, consistently, and naturally. It may not happen overnight, but it will happen if you give it time and if you remain committed to the process. One of the most important broader benefits of pumpkin seed oil is its effect on prostate health. The prostate gland, which sits just below the bladder and surrounds the urethra, is intimately connected to sexual function. When the prostate becomes enlarged or inflamed, it can interfere with urination, create discomfort, and even contribute to erectile difficulties. Pumpkin seed oil has been studied extensively for its ability to support prostate health. The zinc and plant sterols it contains help regulate the size of the gland, reduce inflammation, and improve urinary flow. Many men who begin using pumpkin seed oil topically for sexual function also notice that their nighttime trips to the bathroom decrease, that the stream becomes stronger, and that the sense of incomplete emptying disappears. This is not a coincidence. It is evidence that the oil is working systemically, supporting the entire reproductive and urinary system. Another area where pumpkin seed oil shines is in its support of lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic system is responsible for clearing waste and toxins from tissues, and when it becomes sluggish, fluid can accumulate, inflammation can increase, and function can decline. The lower abdomen and pelvic region are particularly prone to lymphatic congestion, especially in men who sit for long periods or who do not engage in regular physical activity. Massaging pumpkin seed oil into this area not only delivers nutrients, but also stimulates lymphatic flow, encouraging the body to clear accumulated waste and to bring fresh, oxygenated blood to the tissues. This can have a noticeable effect on both comfort and function. So, gentlemen, let us bring this all together. What may have seemed like an inevitable part of aging, the loss of firmness, the decline in sensitivity, the erosion of confidence, does not have to be your story. Nature has provided tools that are simple, inexpensive, and astonishingly effective when used with consistency. Pumpkin seed oil, applied thoughtfully to the shaft and lower abdomen, works with your body's design. It nourishes tissue, supports circulation, balances hormones, and reduces inflammation. When combined with raw honey, cinnamon, ginger, or fenugreek, it becomes even more powerful, creating a synergy that addresses multiple aspects of male vitality at once. Remember, this is not about forcing your body to perform. It is not about creating a temporary surge that disappears as quickly as it came. It is about supporting the systems that have always been there. systems that may have simply become undernourished or neglected over time. With patience and daily practice, the changes can be profound. Firmness returns, sensitivity awakens, confidence rebuilds. And the effects ripple outward, improving not just your intimate life, but your overall sense of vitality, energy, and well-being. If this information resonated with you, I encourage you to share it with others who may be searching for natural answers. And if you are new here, consider staying connected so you do not miss the natural, science-backed remedies we share regularly. Your health is your greatest treasure, and it is never too late to reclaim it. So tonight, as you prepare that small amount of pumpkin seed oil and begin your first application, remember this: the body knows how to heal when it is given what it needs. Trust the process, stay consistent, and may your journey toward vitality bring you strength, confidence, and the kind of joy that comes from feeling fully alive in your own skin.